Okay. Welcome. You are watching live the Coach Lee Davis Coffee County Red Raider football show. Live, I'm your host, Chip Ramsey, with the Saturday Independent newspaper with Coach Lee Davis, head coach, skipper of the Coffee County Red Raiders. Coach, last night, first round of the playoffs, Riverdale in Murfreesboro. Final score, 63-21, does not indicate the way your team played and what was made in terms of progression throughout the season.
Oh, not at all. The scoreboard, I hate the scoreboard ended the way it did, because I know people around the state will, like Riverdale's, they did what they so far from the truth. I mean, we played well, and if we'd played that well all year, there's no telling what we could have done.
Coach, you guys struck early and actually drew first blood in the game, and I think a lot of people were quite surprised to look down and see a scoreboard come across, a tweet or something come across and say Coffee County 7, Riverdale 0, thinking maybe it's got to be a misnomer, but y'all kind of threw the sink at them a bit. So
we did. Our game plan coming in was to beat Coffee County, to run our stuff on offense, and we had as much trick plays as we needed, and we were running out of trick plays early because we just kept throwing it at them, and we scored and kept scoring, and it was nice to see.
Could you guys talk just real briefly about preparation before the game? I know there was some backstory to this, whether people know or not. Probably by now, your wife and daughter were involved in an accident on the I-24 going back to Murfreesboro, and how did you were you able to take that and focus on this game and put all that behind you within actually less than 24 hours? She told me to go do it. I told her, I said, look, it's just football. You're my family, you're my wife, my daughter. I can't leave you here just laid up in the bed, can't walk. I'll be here with you. She's all cut up and scarred up, and she said, no. She said, you preach to these kids' family, and they're your family too. You go take care of them. So she was very unselfish about that, and again, hard to focus, but you put in all this time with these kids, and you're like a father figure or an uncle or anything like that to them, so you just you do what you have to do. I felt bad for leaving, but she was in good hands, and do you think your team rallied around that a little bit? Do you think that was
I would love to sit here and say, yes, they did, no, they didn't.
I would say, knowing this team, they probably did to some degree.
They did. When I pulled up in the parking lot, it was nice to see that about the whole team was surrounding me. Hey, how's your wife? How's your kid? When it happened on Thursday night, there was a group of kids that, one was at one hospital, one was at the other. They were just waiting and stayed until I sent a nurse out and said, hey, go home, go to bed, we're okay. And it was so nice to see those kids, Austin Cutshaw, Jesse Brown, Chris Murray. They were there. I mean, they were there before I got there. They were there before the ambulance got there. I've got a special group of kids here. I hope everybody understands how special these kids are.
Pretty good stock, and I think they showed that, and we're going to get to the game film here in just a second. I think they showed that, and they've shown that throughout the season. This team has gotten progressively better as the season has gone on, despite the record. I mean, those who've watched every game this season can know that this core group of kids has started something special here under your first year.
Oh, they have, and you give credit to the seniors. I told them last night, I hope they didn't feel cheated by the way the year went, because they came in, first-year head coach, learning a new system, and you could see that. First game against Shelbyville, we lose Jesse Brown for the year. Our backup quarterback comes in. He's a sophomore, never played a high school game, and I tell you, there is a humongous difference. It's not even the same kid at quarterback now than it was at the very first of the year. Peyton Meeker has grown up, and you'll see in this game film, he's turned into a man now. He went from a boy to a man. The juniors, the sophomores are following the seniors' examples, learning how to lead, learning how to be players, and we're going to be fun to watch the next couple years.
Yeah, agree. Let's see if we can get the game film.
This is Ken Huddleston. And this is KK's Music, Loans, and Jewelry. This is his son, Zach Huddleston. And this is his dad, Ken Sr., better known as KK. You never know what's coming through the door next.
Paul Reed Smith, quilt top, dual humbucker guitar. 1923 dollar bill, commonly referred to as the blanket bill.
If you're looking for one-of-a-kind merchandise, come by KK's Music, Loans, and Jewelry in Tullahoma and Manchester.
I'm Lori Thompson.
I'm Mike Thompson, and Lori and I have bought Thompson Ford back in Tullahoma, Tennessee on Highway 55, selling new Fords and used vehicles and plenty of service in the service department. You guys have supported us 100%. We appreciate everything you've done for us. Look forward to 10 years worth of support. We can't wait to support you guys again. Give it back to the communities the Thompson Ford way. Come see Mike and Lori. Thank you very much. Thank you for blessing us. God bless America.
The highest standard of integrity delivers stability and honor. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of integrity in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
They say you see the world differently. It's like I see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. And that's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart performs the most heart procedures in the state. That experience means more survivors. For more than 40 years, they have been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on because you want to survive.
Hello. My name is Rhonda Saylor. I'm one of the many faces connected with Contact Lifeline of the Highland Rim. For the last 30 years, we've been providing vital services to residents of Bedford, Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. I'd like to take this opportunity to educate you on the valuable role that Contact Lifeline plays in the lives of many, our friends and neighbors. Our reassurance program is critical to many elderly and shut-ins throughout the area who are struggling to live alone in their own home. Our volunteers contact these residents daily to provide support in a number of areas. Perhaps assisting someone in remembering to take their medication on time, reminding them of a doctor's appointment, or just letting them know that someone is there and they're not alone. Over the last couple of years, Contact Lifeline has made over 45,000 calls in the counties we serve. Hard to imagine. So remember, we're so much more than just suicide prevention. We're a helping hand to a multitude of our friends and neighbors. Always there 24/7, ready to listen, care, and help.
And we want to remind you that on November 19th at the Tullahoma Events Center, Contact Lifeline will be hosting an Evening of Pearls and Lace, a gala that will feature an auction, silent auction, and dining entertainment by American Idol finalist Aaron Kelly, the Nashville Tradition Band, and several surprise guests. So call us at 931-455-7150 for tickets or send your tax-deductible donation to Post Office Box 1614, Tullahoma, Tennessee 37388.
And we're back watching live action of Coffee County versus Riverdale. Last night, this was coin toss here. Raiders in white, Riverdale Warriors in maroon and gold. Is that what it is, Coach?
It is, the maroon and gold. I was there for a couple years, and it used to be home.
Coach Davis coached in his early tenure under Gary Rankin. Coach, you had a you had a state championship ring underneath you during that tenure, didn't you?
We did, and we're ranked number 7 in the nation that year. So it was a fun year. We took the ball first. Tonight we really thought that we could really score on them. We were anxious to get out there and play, and I was so proud of the kids to see they weren't scared of Riverdale. They didn't care who was on the field. We knew they'd be coming after us, so we set up a little screen here and
missed a block.
Missed a block. Other than that, Mr. Wicks might have been gone there. And of course, you know me, after that, we got to go down the ground and run the football.
Pound number 1, Rozier. No surprise there. D'Angelo's a little bit more contained this evening than he has been, obviously, to be expected with a team as fast with as much team speed as Riverdale.
Well, they number 1 ranked defense in the state of Tennessee in 6A. I mean, that's what their ranking was coming into the game, and we knew that. And every yard Rozier got last night, it was well earned. He obviously
he got hit every single play.
And Coach, those 21 points you guys put on him, they didn't all come at the end under mop-up duty, did they?
None of them did. Absolutely not. Our 21 points were legit 21 points, and I couldn't be prouder.
That's cool.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Great throw here by Meeker. Great snag, gives first down. We're moving the football here. Even now, we've shocked the crowd.
Give Murray on a keeper. Short gain.
Oh, and now the fun starts. We've run this play a lot, and we were talking at halftime about this play being a trick play, and I think it was McWhorter. Somebody said, "Coach, we run it so much it can't be a trick play." So Coach, it was
touchdown to Wicks.
Nice, 7-0.
Nice
Coffee
pass.
County.
Coach, you've run this 4 times, I think. I was talking to Mac about it earlier, and they've all been successful.
They have. We
3 of them for scores.
We may keep that in next year.
I just make it a regular staple. I'd run it till they stop it, Coach. Coffee County to kick off after the point after attempt, good on Morgan's kick.
We knew coming into the game we had to pop it up and keep it away from those speedsters, and they did a good job of just making us kick it over and over again later on in the game, and they took 2 back for touchdowns. First play of the game here. I think our defense wanted to see our offense again, so they let them score here.
First play, Riverdale with a kick ties the game. Early in the first quarter, still 7-7, Coffee County and Riverdale at Murfreesboro. Kickoff coming.
Almost felt like an Arena League game here, where no defense is played. We just as much offense as you can get. Again, Rozier getting tough yards. Offensive line's blocking, and again, the stats say they're the #1 ranked defense in the state of Tennessee. There's only one team that played them all year that scored as many points as we did, and Hendersonville scored 34 on them. Our 21 we were tied with Blackman for the second most against them.
Again, no big fan of moral victories, but you got to really look at that and go, wow. That's a pretty stunning stat.
It's something to build on. I mean, it's something to build a program on. I told them all week that there was a Riverdale monster that got a lot of teams that would pop up out of the field and grab them if they ran, and our kids weren't scared of the monster.
Tip ball. Lucky break on that one.
Again, Rozier trying to get the tough yards. Just ran out of room there. We had a little out route there, and it was there, and just ran out of real estate. Fourth and 12, have to punt, and I didn't want to punt at all Friday night. I mean, I thought we had so much to gain, and punting and giving them the ball, and that offense was just asking for trouble, and so I hated to see us have to punt here. But you do what you have to do. Good bounce.
Good bounce. Wing T set for Riverdale. Nothing real surprising. They just do it well.
Yes, they do. Yes,
Pass out here.
It's a good job by Charles Jones hawking him down. They cut Baumstein out there, so he got the ball moved back and just gave him another play to run.
Team speed wise, how did we match with them?
Not at all. Our speed they were at a whole different speed level. I mean, they were.
Talk about that. What is that when people say team speed? It's not necessarily that their fastest guy, their running back, is faster than your fast guy. It's across the board. It's how fast their linemen get off the ball. I mean, what?
Oh, it is. Team speed it's everything to do with football. It has nothing to do with who runs the fastest 40, who gets on the track and is that fast. It's really what you do between the lines and how fast you're moving. And Riverdale's got probably one of the best team speeds in the state of Tennessee. And you can tell that when they're on offense.
Well, your lineman Austin Cutshaw was saying that their team speed was pretty tough.
It was impressive, yes. Here's a nice little throwback. We put this in,
right in his hands.
Yep. And Rozier's gone. 14-14.
Now, at this point, this stadium in Riverdale must have their hair standing on the end. I mean, they got to be thinking they're dreaming.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about the electricity on the sideline during that. What is your team feeling right now? What are your kids feeling? What are y'all at 14-14 with Riverdale?
I know it sounds funny, especially you look at our record. I mean, coming in here, we were 3-7, but we were 14-14 here, and the kids expected it. I mean, that's what made me so proud. The kids on the sideline, they were excited, they were happy, but it was almost one of those. Of course, we're 14-14. That's what we do, and it was great to see. I mean, the kids are buying in.
And exactly, that's the buy-in. That's the difference. If anybody watching this has any doubts about the future of the program, it's on tape right here. It looks good. Except for that kick.
Except for the kicks, yeah.
And usually those have been very successful all year. You've used those quite well. And
they have. Morgan got it just a little too wide here. We're trying to place it right on the numbers, and we kick it down the middle. This is one reason we haven't done this all year. To us, we kick it down the middle. It's almost like a draw. And as you can see, that's what happens when we kick it down the middle. Our team speed's not really good enough to get them down.
Brenton Wicks finally rides him down.
It's a great job by Wicks of coming back and making a play there. He could have given up and watched it, and he didn't give up. None of the seniors gave up all night.
Coach, what's in that TP at Riverdale?
Absolutely nothing. They got a smoke machine in there, and that's it. They take it down at night when games are over with. And nice little story behind it. It got burned down by some opposing students one year.
Imagine that.
And so they made a big ordeal about it, and that actual teepee is from the movie Dances with Wolves.
Didn't know that.
Yes.
Very cool. As is that run.
Brent Wicks on the end around.
On an end around. That's
we run that play a lot. That's one of those that, again, you can't call it a trick play if we run it 5-6 times a game. Good run by Rozier, moving the pile. Right now, offensively, we're having a blast. I mean, we're able to play. We're doing what we want to do. We're throwing the football around. A great run here. I hate this came back for holding. I mean, that's the way you draw it up.
That's beautiful. Great blocking on that. Line had every hat covered.
And I tell you, we're going to have a hard time replacing some of those senior linemen that have graduated. Austin Cutshaw, Zach Huddleston, Caleb West. They're going to be tough to replace next year.
Indeed. Why don't we just fail them all?
I thought about it. I was wondering if I could get a red shirt for some of them.
Yeah.
This is a great job, great hit, interception. That's one of those things. If you look at a turning point in a game, there it is. I mean, we're playing well. Our offense playing well. Fluke shot. Wicks gets hit. The ball bops up in the linebacker's hands. You want to talk about a turning point in this game because it's 14-14 or 14-21 right now, and there it is. There's your turning point of what could have been maybe a probably greatest shocker in Tennessee high school history, or what it turns out to be was that one play there. And you got to give kudos to Riverdale. I mean, their free safety Scotty Boykin, great player, came downhill, laid a great shot on Wicks, and
he did what he does.
21-14 is your score right now. Riverdale on top. We'll be right back with more messages from John.
All right, folks, and again, what we want to do when we get in frame here, there we are right there. We want to thank Rick Garway and the folks over at Mid-South Distributing. They've been our water sponsor this year on the Lee Davis football show. And, you know, that's like quartz water. When you need to hydrate, don't know what to do, get yourself a bottle of Q. Good stuff, feels good, make it taste good, make you feel better. Thank you, Rick Garway and your family over there for supporting high school football. And something else that you find out from time to time is never underestimate home field advantage. You know, Coffee County students, you've got home field advantage for life with the Sin Federal Credit Union. Sin offers Discover, Venture, and Go Youth accounts. They also offer 2 scholarships for graduating students. With the Sin's free mobile and online account access, you can take a Sin with you wherever you go after high school. For more information, visit ascendfcu.org. Ascend Federal Credit Union, raising possibilities. Ascend is federally insured by the NCUA and membership is limited. So we appreciate Ascend, and we appreciate Vernon Sherrill. Yes, we do. Out of Sherrill's Pest Control. Give them a call at 728-429-00. You know, you got problems with pests. Well, evidently Riverdale was a pest last night. We couldn't get rid of it. Vernon Sherrill could probably get rid of it. He got some kind of deal for every kind of pest you know. Ants, bed bugs, termites, wasps, roaches, carpet bees, cats, rats, and bats. They can take care of it all. Give them a call, 728-429-00. They got Centricon. Get some termites away from your house. Put some of that little green thing in the ground. They just come pick them up, dump them out, all is well. Thank you, Sherrill Pest Control, for being part of this program this year. And also, we want to thank the folks over at Apex Restoration. That is Greg Driver and Chuck Lynch. And that is, they are emergency specialists. Give them a call, 866-461-5508. They are tied up with DKI, North America's largest property damage restoration contracting organization. Hail damage, flood damage, wind damage, or just need something done to your residents, give them a call. They handle all kinds of stuff: water damage mitigation, mold remediation, environmental services, fire and smoke damage, contents restoration, complete reconstruction, and they have a catastrophe response team. So don't deal with somebody from out of town. Don't deal with somebody who you don't know. Call someone local here who has the credentials to take care of you in time of need, and that is DKI and Apex Restoration, Greg Driver and Chuck Lynch, 866-461-5508. We'll be right back after a couple more minutes.
People's Bank & Trust provides only the highest quality services and products available. At People's Bank & Trust, your 100% satisfaction is always our highest priority. Voted Manchester's finest bank and tellers for 2 years in a row. Come let us show you how friendly and helpful our tellers are. People's Bank & Trust offers business and mortgage loans, including auto, farm equipment, lines of credit, commercial real estate loans, business loans, and more. So if you're looking for a bank you can trust, stop by People's Bank & Trust, serving the banking needs of our area since 1906.
Dateline, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Major hailstorm hits hard. Over 100 new and pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram are slightly damaged.
You heard right. Over 100 vehicles slightly damaged by a hailstorm at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Tullahoma. All vehicles with dings must go. Minimum damage, maximum savings. Many vehicles marked thousands off MSRP. The insurance company said sell them. The McNabb's loss is your gain. Stop by today and save. The hail damage sale at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tullahoma.
Get Tullahoma's news first, fast, and free with Tullahoma's News Leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Jimmy and Jenny bring you local weather, sports, community calendar events, birth announcements, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Tullahoma's news, get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Morning Point Assisted Living Residence is not a home, it's simply home for many seniors who just need a little help now and then. Morning Point offers private apartments for your independence. Come and go with the comfort of knowing that Morning Point is always there with qualified healthcare professionals to assist with medications, transportation, and your well-being. Enjoy restaurant-style dining at every meal. Choose participation from a wide variety of activities. Families take comfort in knowing their loved one lives in a safe place with all the benefits of home, plus a little assistance. Morning Point. Life continued.
Second quarter, like I said, turning point of this game we felt was the last play of the first quarter. And that was the interception they had. And here's where we lost Smithson for the game.
What's his status?
Had a concussion last night. I'm sure he'll be okay. It was a bad concussion. All concussions are severe. But he was, at the end of the game, he was just happy to be part of the team. He was smiling and hugging and loving everybody with his concussion.
Again, just pushing a pile there. Riverdale is sort of asserting its will at this point.
They are, and Zach Watson almost had the interception there, and almost had the sack, and that was good for Watson. He stepped up here the last couple games and really helped us out and been a player.
He has. He's a strong kid. Seen him play for a while. Ray with a good little shake and bake run there for a few yards. Coffee County sets up. What do we have, Coach?
14 points right now, and here we knew we couldn't get outside on here. We're trying to set up a throwback pass. I mean, we're not, we know our speed's not going to be good enough to get out there. This was, in my opinion, Meeker's one bad pass he threw all night. Threw that one in the ground.
Drop that elbow.
I thought Meeker made a great read there. If he would have thrown it like we asked him to, we might have been picking wicks off the ground. So I think Meeker did a really good job there of saving his teammate. And that's, again, it's the maturation process of Peyton Meeker. First game of the year, he'd have waited and threw it and got his receiver just annihilated. And, he knew, hey, it's a football game. There's no reason to get him knocked out. So I thought he did a great job there, and now our defense is back on the field.
Coach, defensively, I'm seeing a lot of players near or around the ball within 4 or 5 yards of it. Again, a good stop there, good pursuit. Areas of improvement?
We've got to. Next year, we've really got to put a focus here on the offseason on our defense and really tackling. I mean, you see here just missed tackle after missed tackle after missed tackle. If we're going to be halfway what we think we need to be, we've got to be better tacklers. And, I'm going to meet with the coaching staff on Monday, and we're going to start talking defense early. I mean, we've got to fix this issue, and we can't go on with the way we want our program to go and our defense not playing up to par. We have to have a little more pride in our defense. But I know we're going to some clinics this year and go talk to some other colleges and really sit down and get a good defensive game plan before the end of the year, before starting next year. We start this drive out and do a good job here. Nice ball to Rozier.
Well designed play.
Thought so too. Nice little job again. Peyton Meeker, nothing was open. Tuck it and get what you can get.
Tell you what else we're doing at this point. We lost our left tackle, Caleb West, with a concussion earlier, right after the first quarter. So we've got Nathan Henderson, who's a junior, and he was a tight end, and we moved him to tackle the last couple of weeks, and he's in there playing left tackle right now, and is doing a good job keeping him off Meeker when he throws the ball. Again, Riverdale with the ball. Just make tackles. We're there in the right spot. Everything looks good. We just got to make tackles now.
Riverdale gets a lot of bodies to the point of attack. And they do it well.
Jet sweep. We held them to fourth down, and then this happened. This was maybe the only fourth down we got them to all night, and they scored. And again, it's almost like watching an Arena League football team. I mean, there's not a lot of defense being played really on either side.
Riverdale kicks off. Tripped up just inside the 20, outside the 20.
Yeah, just got him there. Here's a play we've been setting up by running our jet and all, and again, their team speed, they reacted just like we thought they would, and they were able to turn around and come back and make a play. That's having more horses than you got.
Faster horses.
Yes.
And again, say more horses. They're pulling people off the bench. Nice pass there to Wicks from Meeker.
Great play, moving the chains.
Brent Wicks has really turned into a fine receiver this season.
Oh, he has. He is. He really has. And here's our little throwback we were trying to set up, and they had it covered. And Murray does a good job of tucking and running. That's the good thing about having Murray back there in the backfield. He'll be missed next year. We won't be able to do this with him, and I hate we're losing him too.
Another kid who plays his heart out.
We had a little, this looks like the same play we ran, but we actually have Meeker open there on the edge. We were fixing to run that play and throw a little screen back to Meeker. And Cutshaw is actually doing such a good job blocking that he blocked his guy right into Meeker. Fourth and 9 here. Again, what do you got to lose? Meeker does a great job scrambling. Wicks comes back to the ball and makes a great play. And that's nice just, again, this play is just, this play tells you all about Meeker. You look back at the Marshall County game or the Shelbyville game, that's one he'd have taken a sack or he'd have chunked it out of the back of the end zone. Here, he keeps himself alive and makes a play.
Keeps his eyes downfield.
Yeah, absolutely.
And finds his guy. It's touchdown Coffee County. They have 35-21 Riverdale. Again, 2 scores down. What?
2 scores down, but we're still fighting. Great job there. 2 scores down, but we still believe that we can play and we deserve to be on the field with Riverdale.
Well, it's such a manageable situation right now, still this late into the game. I don't know that, again, that anybody expected Coffee County to be just 2 scores down, and especially with the number of scores on the number of points on the board at this point in the game. Approaching halftime, pass zipped in.
Again, a couple missed tackles, and the route is on.
Coach, as a head high school coach, are you seeing kids that come to your program either? I mean, of course, this year in your first year, are you seeing kids that are coming in who understand how to tackle, who are there? I mean, maybe as an early age, sort of have a second nature about it, and if not, is that something that might be useful to move forward in the future?
You know, our youth program does a great job teaching kids how to tackle. Middle school, I think Coach Dyer and Coach Freeze do a good job at teaching to tackle, and then, you know, we just hope to move it on. Some kids are just naturally want to be physical, want to butt heads, want to tackle, and they're your Charles Jones of the world. Right. They're your Justin Morrises of the world. You know the guys right away that walk in the door that, hey, we want to butt heads, we want to tackle, and it's something in your nature.
We'll be right back with the second half of Coffee County Riverdale. You're watching the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Football Show. Stay tuned.
This is Ken Huddleston, and this is KK's Music, Loans, and Jewelry. This is his son, Zach Huddleston, and this is his dad, Ken Sr., better known as KK. You never know what's coming through the door next.
A Paul Reed Smith quilt top dual humbucker guitar. 1923 dollar bill, commonly referred to as the blanket bill.
If you're looking for one-of-a-kind merchandise, come by KK's Music, Loans, and Jewelry in Tullahoma and Manchester.
I'm Lori Thompson.
I'm Mike Thompson, and Lori and I have bought Thompson Ford back in Tullahoma, Tennessee on Highway 55, selling new Fords and used vehicles and plenty of service in the service department. You guys have supported us 100%. We appreciate everything you've done for us. Look forward to 10 years worth of support. We can't wait to support you guys again. Give it back to the communities the Thompson Ford way. Come see Mike and Lori. Thank you very much. Thank you for blessing us. God bless America.
The highest standard of integrity delivers stability and honor. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of integrity in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
They say you see the world different. It's like I see the miracle of life in even the smallest things. And that's what it feels like to survive. St. Thomas Heart performs the most heart procedures in the state. That experience means more survivors. For more than 40 years, they have been leaders in cardiac care. That's experience you can count on because you want to survive.
Hello, my name is Rhonda Saylor. I'm one of the many faces connected with Contact Lifeline of the Highland Rim. For the last 30 years, we've been providing vital services to residents of Bedford, Coffee, Franklin, and Moore counties. I'd like to take this opportunity to educate you on the valuable role that Contact Lifeline plays in the lives of many, our friends and neighbors. Our reassurance program is critical to many elderly and shut-ins throughout the area who are struggling to live alone in their own home. Our volunteers contact these residents daily to provide support in a number of areas. Perhaps assisting someone in remembering to take their medication on time, reminding them of a doctor's appointment, or just letting them know that someone is there and they're not alone. Over the last couple of years, Contact Lifeline has made over 45,000 calls in the counties we serve. Hard to imagine. So remember, we're so much more than just suicide prevention. We're a helping hand to a multitude of our friends and neighbors. Always there 24/7, ready to listen, care, and help.
And we want to remind you that on November 19th at the Tullahoma Events Center, Contact Lifeline will be hosting an evening of pearls and lace, a gala that will feature an auction, silent auction, and dining entertainment by American Idol finalist Aaron Kelly, the Nashville Tradition Band, and several surprise guests. So call us at 931-455-7150 for tickets or send your tax-deductible donation to Post Office Box 1614, Tullahoma, Tennessee, 37388.
Back with second half action, Coffee County kicking off. Like that surprise attack there towards the.
I did too until about right now.
About right now, until they get it down to the
to the end zone. We again, the route's on. We came out after halftime and had a plan of attack, but again, what do you got to lose?
Really, I told people, I said Davis is going to throw the kitchen sink at Riverdale. Do you have a play called the kitchen sink?
No, we have a couple of different names for plays. We have one called Hide and Go House that we run here in a minute with little Cody House. It's a freshman. We hide him behind our big tackles, and that play worked for 1 yard. And we have a last second play called Olivia that I named after my daughter because if we hit it, it's a miracle.
Wow.
And here starting the second half, we're trying to run the football, trying to get something going here, especially after that touchdown return they just had. We feel like we've got to do something here. Here's a great catch by DeChaz McGee. He's another one. He's one of the 4 receivers that always rolls in, him and Aaron Rule. And we're going to miss DeChaz next year. This was his first year ever playing football, and I tell you, he did an outstanding job for us.
He really did. I think he found his game legs halfway through the season and really made some clutch catches and was trying to find a way to do something with the ball.
He did. If you look back at all his catches, I don't know that he dropped a pass all year. I mean, everything we threw at him, he just kind of caught and sucked in. And like I said, him and Aaron Rule both are going to be as missed as Wicks and Murray are because they were able to roll in and were able to really get things done when we needed to give other ones breathers. Again, Mika with a nice rip to Murray. First down. If nothing else, other than, we didn't win the game, we did put on a good show. We gave some people in the state of Tennessee something to watch for the next round when they play Riverdale. Blackman plays Riverdale next week. I'll probably end up going to that game to watch it. I know the coaching staff at Blackman. One of my best friends coaches there, and at least he's got some stuff on film now that he can see, and maybe they can run some stuff against Riverdale and have some success.
Again, not the unpenetrable force here. Oh man!
Wide open screen to Wicks. He
catch there means yards.
Yes, 4th down again. So quick kick with Murray. We felt like if we kept their defense on the field when we punted, that was our best situation. They're so fast on their punt block, we were scared they'd catch the punt if we just snap it back there to Morgan. Again, we had no answer for them on defense. Everything they ran offensively, we had no answer for. We'd have people in the right spot and just couldn't make the tackle, or this would happen, we'd have to run down and hawk them down.
Riverdale receivers are so good on their blocks. And they just come off with a freight train.
They do. They're a good team. We got another senior in the game, did a good job of setting the edge there, Anthony Little. This was Anthony's first year playing football, and he did an outstanding job. I mean, all year long, he kept his head up. If he didn't play a snap in a game, it was let me come back to practice next week, get better, and he ended up being, almost irreplaceable for what he does. I mean, he helps us so much, and you see in the game here, it's Garrett Richardson making a tackle. Garrett was slowed by injuries all year. Another senior, going to be missed. He did an outstanding job at everything we asked him to do, and we're going to miss Garrett next year.
Garrett's one of those good kids.
Garrett's an unbelievable kid. He's got a bright future ahead of him, and like I told them all at the end, whatever, I'm just proud to be a part of your coach, and I'm proud when they look back on their high school career, hopefully they'll say, Coach Davis was my head coach, and I really appreciated him as much as he appreciated us.
63-21 your score. We're going to take one more break and be right back with the Coach Lee Davis Red Raider Football Show.
People's Bank and Trust provides only the highest quality services and products available. At People's Bank and Trust, your 100% satisfaction is always our highest priority. Voted Manchester's finest bank and tellers for 2 years in a row. Come let us show you how friendly and helpful our tellers are. People's Bank and Trust offers business and mortgage loans, including auto, farm equipment, lines of credit, commercial real estate loans, business loans, and more. So if you're looking for a bank you can trust, stop by People's Bank and Trust, serving the banking needs of our area since 1906.
Dateline, Tullahoma, Tennessee. Major hailstorm hits hard. Over 100 new and pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram are slightly damaged.
You heard right. Over 100 vehicles slightly damaged by a hailstorm at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Tullahoma. All vehicles with dings must go. Minimum damage, maximum savings. Many vehicles marked thousands off MSRP. The insurance company said sell them. The McNabb's loss is your gain. Stop by today and save. The hail damage sale at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Tullahoma.
Get Tullahoma's news first, fast, and free with Tullahoma's news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Jimmy and Jenny bring you local weather, sports, community calendar events, birth announcements, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Tullahoma's news, get it first, fast, and free with news leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Morning Point Assisted Living Residence is not a home, it's simply home for many seniors who just need a little help now and then. Morning Point offers private apartments for your independence. Come and go with the comfort of knowing that Morning Point is always there with qualified healthcare professionals to assist with medications, transportation, and your well-being. Enjoy restaurant-style dining at every meal. Choose participation from a wide variety of activities. Families take comfort in knowing their loved one lives in a safe place with all the benefits of home, plus a little assistance. Morning Point. Life continued.
And you're back with fourth quarter action. It's Riverdale putting the icing on the cake of what was a really well-played game for Coffee County, toe-to-toe throughout much of the first half, and kickoff return here.
We did. We felt like we played well with them the first half, and we feel like we can play with anybody in the state of Tennessee for a half. There goes our little hide-and-go house, and he gets rocked there on the sideline. That was a freshman getting welcome to 6A football there.
Wow. Welcome. Hey, if you're going to do it,
do it big now.
To test it.
Again, he's another one. Wasn't scared. Put me out there. He was asking all game, when we going to run it, when we going to run it. Here we go with another throwback. We ran this earlier for a touchdown, and Rozier comes up with a great snag there.
Meeker with good presence. Pressure in his face too, stands and fires. Again, Coach, I mean, the old saying in Coffee County, I don't know if it is such a saying, but to coin a saying in Coffee County is, expected to lose. And I think that often translates into attitude on the field, if that comes from the community or from the student body. But make no mistake, folks, Coffee County's for real, and this program's on a forward progression that I think is going to yield good stuff.
I sure hope so. Again, I'm proud of the way we played, and again, scoreboard won't indicate it because we didn't do a very good job of stopping them, but we played well, I thought. Offensively, even now, fourth quarter, the mercy rule's in effect, the clock's running, but here we've moved it 50 yards already. Just by running our stuff. They still got their starters in. 99's still in there, and their linebacker's still in there. Scotty Boykin's still in there, and it's nice to see. I don't know if their starters have played 4 quarters all year. So it's really nice to see that at least they respected us enough
First down on that
keep them in. Yeah.
Pile pushed. We're moving. We're running a power offense against Riverdale and making yardage. Nice pass.
Nice catch by Murray. Nice snag.
Still playing the game.
We are still.
Kids are still playing.
Still throwing it around a little bit, and another snag by Murray. Same play, different formation.
Did they take the approach? You think your kids took the approach to this game of hey, whatever happens, happens. Let's just go have fun and see what happens. And do you think that was a key ingredient in here?
I do, and I also think that they read the papers and listened to the radio, and all they heard for a week long is what a joke it was for a 3-7 football team to be in. We didn't deserve to be there. We had no business messing with Riverdale. We were going to get destroyed, and I think it made them mad. And I tried to tell them, go out and have fun, have a blast, and they weren't ready for this season to be over, and you can really tell that. And I hate the season is over. I hate it for the seniors, hate it for all our guys, our coaching staff. I'm not ready for it to be over. 4th down here, set up a screen. We thought we had something here, and they make a great tackle on us to keep us from getting a first down.
This looks like the referee kind of gave a little shield there that Wicks may have been able to slip up if he hadn't been there. Again, Coffee County drives deep within Warrior territory. Comes up short, but moves the ball. And so does Riverdale.
There's a good look at one of our senior, Charles Jones, played 4 years. I think he even started a couple games as a freshman. And he's going to be so hard to replace next year, as will all the seniors.
Charlie Jones is a good story. Getting hand signals from the audience out there. Mr. Cutshaw's flashing us a sign. Show us a sign, Austin. He won't show his face on here. He's scared. He wasn't scared Friday night, but he's camera shy. Coach, going forward, you got some big holes to fill next season in terms of especially like we said on your line. Who steps up? What do we have to look forward to going?
We got a lot of kids that can step up, have the potential to. We've got a lot that got to hit the weight room. We've got some kids that got to put weight on their frame. We've got a lot of kids that are going to step up and help us. We've got to have receivers step up. Luckily, we've got a core of receivers coming back, and I think they'll be okay. Again, we lost our best 4 receivers. I mean, we lost Wicks, Murray, to Chaz McGee, and Aaron Rule, all to graduation, and they've got to be replaced. They got to be replaced by a Logan Baumstein, a Hunter Smithson, a Cole Hawkins, Chris Vaughn, Matt Ross. There's a lot of them in there. Jake Hall. They've got to step up. They've got to get better in the weight room. Our biggest position that I think we're going to have the trouble finding is fullback. We lost both our fullbacks that were productive. You're looking now at some freshmen that can step up and be fullbacks, some kids walking the hallways. We'll get out and we'll hit our hallways hard, and hopefully we can start the year with about 100 kids again. That's my goal.
That'll be good. So what's the timetable? I know head coach's job never ends, even when the season does. What's next for you? Take a little time off with the family and then get down to work, or what about you and your staff? What are your plans?
I'm going to meet with the kids on Monday, and we're going to take up pads and do some votings on awards and all that stuff for the postseason. I'm going to meet with the coaching staff, tell them our expectations, and then I learned a long time ago when I was at Riverdale under Gary Rankin, who's won a lot of state championships, that there's no need to run right into a weight program right away. Your kids are tired from the season. Whatever you do put on them, they'll lose over Christmas break when they go eat a lot of turkey and lay around and play PlayStation. So I'm giving them off till after Christmas. I'll meet with the coaching staff a couple times throughout then, but I'm going to give our kids time. We're going to do a lot of grade recovery, a lot of tutoring. We're going to try to really put a program together. And our way of doing that is to give them off. Again, I'll check in with them. We're always there if they want to come in and lift on their own. And then as soon as we come back from Christmas break, we're going to hit it hard, and we're going to put a team together.
Excited about 2012?
Absolutely.
A lot to look forward to, Coach. Team, again, records, I hate saying it, sounds cliche, records really don't show really what was played on the field. This team not only played with a lot of heart, but a lot of savvy, with a lot of poise at times, and did a lot of, absorbed a brand new offense, brand new defensive scheme, put it all together, and held their heads up through some tough games.
Tough games and tough times. We had a lot of stuff to overcome. We could look back at some of the stuff that happened before the season started, some of the injuries we had during the year. I look back at another senior like Matthew Henniger, who played all year injured and finally just got shut down about 3 weeks in. Another guy that's going to be hard to replace. Colby Welch, another offensive lineman, had great hope for him, got hurt in practice, was out for the year. It's going to be hard replacing a lot of seniors. And
I hate that for those kids.
You bring D'Angelo Rozier back, Peyton Meeker back, Jesse Brown's healthy. Good things can happen from that. Coach, let's name an offensive player of the game. The Two Purple Pigs, located at 620 Woodbury Highway in Manchester. These guys giving the offensive player of the week $25 worth of wings. Who is it?
You know, I felt like I could give it to a lot of kids. I thought our offense played great. I hate to single out one kid, but when we went into halftime, you know, it was no doubt that this kid was the reason that we were up by 21 with his poise and the way he led the team, and we're so happy to get him back. He's just a sophomore, and our offensive player of the week goes to Peyton Meeker. Peyton Meeker's your Two Purple Pigs offensive player of the week. $25 worth of wings. Meeker, take your line. Defensive player of the game. Coach. Defense, we're going to go a little different here. I didn't think our defense really played up to speed. I don't know that we had one guy had more than 4 or 5 tackles all night. So I'm going to take our defensive player of the week and our $25 worth of Purple Pigs and give it to all the seniors. Hopefully one last time before they go out, they can all get together, go eat $25 worth of wings. Maybe they'll invite their head coach. We'll see.
That would be nice.
I think it would be nice too. So I want to give the defensive $25 wings to every one of the seniors that have played for us all year and really fought through and did a good job.
Load up in Austin Cutshaw's car and go. All right. Well, Coach, it's been a lot of fun. It's been some early mornings, but we've made it through a season here on our inaugural season on the Lee Davis Red Raider Football Show. Been a lot of fun and been exciting to watch your team perform, and you've been a great sport. We sure appreciate you doing it here on Charter Channel 6.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for having me, and thank y'all for watching.
All right. That's it, folks. Until 2012, I'm Chip Ramsey, your host, with Coach Lee Davis, head coach of the Coffee County Red Raiders. See you next year.
All right.